Yo, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. So listen, I want to go ahead and run down some topics. I'm here for a great time, not a long time. So listen, let's go ahead and start off with Claudia Jordan and Armon Wiggins. Okay, so I do not believe that this video has any audio for whatever strange reason, but this is Armon Wiggins' story, Instagram story over the weekend. He's hanging out with the girls and the gays. I'm assuming they're out in LA. I know that they're out in LA. Hanging out with the girls and the gays. They went to, I don't know, some brunch spot, some very expensive restaurant. There's a separate video where Claudia's heard saying that, you know, if you come here, you need to have your credit cards ready because it's very expensive, child. Okay, we see that Armon got his calamari. Everyone has a spritz. I see bread on the table. I see mussels or oysters. I see a Coke. I see a salad, a whole girls and gay situation. So you're wondering, well, why is you showing us that? Well, we do know that TGIF is on a hiatus, and it's on an early hiatus because they were originally supposed to go on vacation, but we found out through Armon Wiggins that the vacation came early. Now, why the vacation came early? Well, it's pretty obvious that there's a lot of tension happening behind the scenes. It's pretty obvious that Al Reynolds isn't fucking with Claudia nor Armon Wiggins. It's pretty obvious that there's tension. And even with Armon and Claudia hanging out together, I'm still not buying that they're just good Judies like that. I'm still not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm sure Claudia and Armon, they like each other enough for the moment, and they're co-workers as of right now. And, you know, I'm sure Armon doesn't have the most positive feelings about Al, and I'm sure Claudia doesn't have the most positive feelings about Al either. But I think their dislike for Al is bigger for their dislike for each other, because I truly think that no three of them like each other. Did I say that right? Like all three of them, they don't like each other. I don't think one truly likes the other like that. But I think Claudia and Armand's dislike for Al supersedes their dislike for each other. Anyways, y'all let me know. They're hanging out together, obviously without Al Reynolds. You know, there was some YouTuber, some live chat that Claudia was under. She was under the comments or in a live chat and was basically saying how she called Al Reynolds to make it right because she wants to make the show work because this is her baby, etc., etc. He's not really fucking with it, and he has friends in high places, i.e. the producers of this whole entire operation. And so I guess we'll see what comes of the situation. Sidebar, Claudia Jordan was in Los Angeles to attend the Hollywood Unlocked Impact Awards, which is Jason Lee's award show. So I find it ironic that she was hanging out with Armon Wiggins just a day or two before she headed over to hang out with, Mr. Jason Lee. All right, so y'all let me know how y'all feel about the situation in the comments down below. Moving right along, let's talk about Dr. Sheree Monique Whitfield. Not to be mistaken with Dr. Simone Whitmore. Okay? Y'all look at this. Dr. Sheree Whitfield, what the hell going on? Listen, before I drag it, let me start off with the positive. Congratulations to Sheree Whitfield. She is officially a doctor, I guess, doctorate of philosophy and business. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's what that said. Y'all can blow it up. It says Harvest Christian University. I ain't never heard of Harvest Christian University, and I'm not really understanding why she's receiving a doctorate in business philosophy or a doctorate of philosophy and business. Because what business does Sheree have? Okay. I hope they're honoring her for herself, the Sheree Whitfield brand, the business of Sheree Whitfield, and not She by Sheree. A fashion line with still no fashions. How dreadful. Shout out to Dwight Eubanks. But yeah, like, I'm a little bit confused at the situation. I feel like this is a slap in the face for everyone who had to apply for a scholarship. I feel like this is a slap in the face for everyone who had to go into debt to get a degree. I feel like this is a slap in the face for all the students who, gave their time and their energy and their efforts to obtain said degrees. I feel like it's such a slap in the face for people who actually earn them. And then you have people going into their Instagram bios talking about some doctor X, Y, and Z? I'm just a bit confused at the situation. Speaking of Dr. Sheree Whitfield, Dr. Simone Whitmore, Dr. Heavenly Kimes, and Dr. Jackie Walters, I think her name is, went to the White House recently to go hang out with Kamala Harris. Now, what's interesting is I'm pretty sure Kamala Harris has no clue what's going on with Dr. Jackie or what had happened with Dr. Jackie, but I'm pretty sure the White House does research. I would hope that the White House does research before they convince people to collaborate with them. And it seems like maybe they forgave or maybe they just didn't know about the situation, but it seems like there is no bad blood between Kamala Harris, the Biden-Harris administration, and the White House and Dr. Jackie Walters, okay? Have y'all forgiven Dr. Jackie for what she said? She was promoting the issue that is the Black maternal mortality crisis, and yet a resurfaced clip came up maybe a few years prior, and she was saying how Black women like to cry wolf and they over exaggerate their pain just trying to get off of work. A very interesting situation if you guys ask me. Let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments down below. Moving right along. Okay, let's talk about Kenya. So we have Dr. Sheree Child, we got Dr. Whitmore, and now we got Dr. Hair Spa. Okay. Now, Dr. Hair Spa, Miss Kenya Moore Hair Care, went to respond to a commenter. I believe this was under a blog post where Candy was on the radio talking about how she doesn't agree with Kenya's suspension, and we know that Kenya is suspended for allegedly showing Britt Eady images of Britt Eady sucking a mean monster cock, right? Well, Miss Unique XL, I believe, went under the comments of the neighborhood talk talking about some, but when Phaedra lied, she got kicked off, and you praised Bravo for doing so, talking about Candy, and refused to ever film with her again. What Kenya did was wrong and illegal, and her friends don't hold her accountable. Okay, so Kenya had a mouthful in response, saying, "You are assuming a lot. No one credible, not Love B. Scott, not Page 6, not Michelle Alien Brown, not even Media Takeout, no one credible, including her corporate employer, that would be Bravo and NBC Universal and True Original, has confirmed anything whatsoever. Therefore, everyone is literally running with unsubstantiated claims and false narratives. Patience is a virtue, and so is due process." You know who she sound like? Trump. This is a witch hunt. I am innocent. This is a witch hunt. But you know what? I understand what she's saying. Due process. Y'all have no facts. Y'all haven't seen no nude images. Y'all don't know what's on those posters except for the words in bold type, insurance fraud hoe. Which, weren't you trying to call Tiffany Rose a fraudulent person as well to the Bravo producers? Now, who was the first blogger to tell you about Tiffany Rose? I was the first blogger to tell you about Tiffany Rose, and the source that told me about Tiffany Rose said without a shadow of a doubt that there was no Photoshop, that Kenya actually did show explicit images of Britt Eady sucking dick. Listen, I don't know. I wasn't there. It's allegedly. How Wendy Williams say? Allegedly. It's alleged. I didn't see it with my own eyes. However, when you have Love B. Scott coming out, Kenya's bestie, then you have the people that I know in the streets that have pretty good information. They're saying that she really did show, some cock sucking at that damn event. Then, everybody's saying one thing and yet there's only one person saying another. But y'all, soon after she said the world was assuming things and that due process and patience is a virtue, she went on to Instagram stories and reposted this. It says, "Nobody's perfect." Including you, Kenya. Nobody's perfect. Did you do something that was imperfect lately? She said, "We make mistakes," or she reposted, "We make mistakes. We say wrong things. We do wrong things. Oh, do we? We fall down, but we get up. We learn, we grow, we move on, we live, we laugh, we love." So listen, my friend told me over the phone that that's a dry apology. I don't really know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the situation in the comments down below. Listen, the streets told me that she did what they saying she did. And because Kenya is under so much scrutiny, she's calling in reinforcements. A happy birthday post to Portia for real. Happy birthday at Portia for real. What an amazing ride. 12 years strong. Please come again. 12 years. What? What do you mean by 12 years strong? 12 years of beefing? 12 years of you're so old, your name is not even in the search engine. 12 years of you don't even know what you're talking about unless a dick is in your mouth. 12 years of you're a whore from the 90s. 12 years of bye Ashy. 12 years of is it Miss USA or Miss America? 12 years of that. 12 years of exposing somebody for getting their peaches cobbled. 12 years of being upset because somebody exposed a wig. 12 years of contention. 12 years of fighting. 12 years of drama. Is that what you're commemorating? 12 years of mess? Because it ain't no 12 years of no strong friendship. Okay? Maybe 12 years of making great television. Maybe that's what she means by that situation. So what this is giving me alliance in the same way that now her and her ex-husband, how they have an alliance too. And now there's this divorce settlement where Kenya is getting primary custody, which she already had. And now Mark owes her $2,000 a month and an additional $1,000 per month to fund Brooklyn's college savings account. Neither will receive alimony or spousal support. It took y'all 5 years to do that. It took y'all 5 years for y'all to say that Kenya was going to take care of the child, which she's been doing since the child's been born. It took y'all 5 years to come up with the $2,000 amount that you were going to give Kenya, which you should be giving her more for taking care of your daughter. It took y'all 5 years to figure out that y'all wanted to both put in money for a college. It took y'all 5 years to figure that out. I am more than a bit confused at the situation. I am highly confused at that situation. But listen, better late than never. I guess he decided that he no longer wanted to be a thorn in Kenya's backside now that she's going against Bravo and Edie and half of America. Okay? Let me know how y'all feel about the situation in the comments down below. And then after that, we have, I think that's it.